Buenas tardes, espero que estéis bien. Good afternoon, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the webinar. Welcome to Madrid Campus MiM Specializations. My name is Inés Ruiz del Árbol. I am the Program Manager of the Master in Management at the Madrid Campus. I would like to present our speaker for today, Professor Alberto Martinez. Alberto Martinez is the Academic Director of the Madrid Campus, and also he is the Director of Studies of the Master in Management at the Madrid Campus. During his career, he has been professor in Operation Management, Computer Skills, and Consultancy projects. He has also worked as an independent consultant on training projects. Please post all your questions in the window questions, and at the end of the webinar, Alberto Martinez will be more than happy to answer them. I hope you enjoy the webinar, and see you soon. Have a nice webinar.
Muchas gracias, Inés. Let me share the screen. Share my screen. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this presentation on the specializations that we have at Madrid Campus. I will focus more specifically on those that we will have in the spring semester, since the ones for the fall, which I will also mention, have already been selected, but just for you for information. As Inés mentioned, I will be presenting the specializations, and then there will be chance for you to ask questions about both the campus itself, the semester in Madrid, as well as the specializations. Okay, so as we mentioned, yeah, let me. Yes, so this is again the Master Management presentation on the campus specializations that we will have for the year 2021-2022. They will be the same as last year, plus the option of 2 additional ones, which we are currently in the launching. So when we developed the specializations on Madrid Campus, our idea was to be based on something, not just because of what. Why did we launch those specializations? Well, we launched it because they were based on the areas of expertise of Madrid Campus, either because our professors were working on those topics, because we had already some MSCs in those topics, which allowed us to be able to provide relevant training on those topics. Okay, another so that way we have the digital marketing and communication specializations, which are linked with the MSc in marketing digital media. We have a project management MSc since a long time ago. So it started with a business project management, then went on to digital project management, and currently is the MSc in digital project management and consulting. Okay, and a newly launched MSc on real estate. Those are bases of some of the specializations that we have in Madrid. Then the areas of research and projects of our professors in Madrid. So we have a cohort of professors, for example, working in the area of artificial intelligence with some hub with a technical university here in Madrid. We also have professors working on robotics for the use in marketing. So we could have also that area, for example, or project management itself, as we mentioned, or consulting. So those are areas where we could have expertise enough to launch specializations. On one element was key element was the possibility of combining both the academic contents as well as the practical content. We think that we should be specializations putting you in a situation such that you can be using them for your internship or your professional experience right after the semesters. So we wanted to be also have some practical content, and that means being accessible to professionals. So that's why we in a lot of them, actually in all of them, there are practitioners as part of the professors that participate in the courses. Okay, and finally, there's a one clear reference, Madrid as a reference of Spanish, and that is why we're launching a new specialization called Doing Business in Latin America, which will be launched in Spanish. We see it as a potential door to Latin America, and that's why we are launching it this year. Okay, so based on this, we launched specializations in the area of digital marketing, project management, entrepreneurship, real estate, consulting, finance and accounting, digital transformation, and newly ones are on doing business in Latin America. So in the fall, what do we have? In the fall, these are specializations only for M2 students, and this is so the offer is not as wide, and it includes marketing and digital strategy, which is based on the MSc on marketing, product management, which is based on the MSc in product management, as well as the real estate one. And finally, the option E, the social entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is one option that is available in all campuses. Most of the campuses, we have them in the fall, but there's another campus that has it also in the spring. Then what we try is that each campus has a different flavor. And in this case, Madrid will be social entrepreneurship. Okay. What about the spring, which is the ones that I will be more focusing today on? Well, we had some existing specializations. Actually, communication and new media, as well as program management too, have been a long time standing ones. Then with the reform of the MiM, we launched 5 new specializations last year, which are artificial intelligence and robotics for business, international business consulting, investment banking, real estate, and the future of work, digital transformation, which were launched last year. And we will be continuing next year. And this coming year, 2021, 2022, we will be launching 2 new ones in the spring, which are doing business in Latin America, which will be in Spanish, and innovation and family business. Okay. I will briefly go a little bit on the ones that we cover in the fall, and then I will go deeply into these ones that are in the spring. So what about the fall semester specializations? As we mentioned, we had 2 MSCs, the one in marketing digital media and the one in product management, which were the basis for the launching of those specializations. At the beginning, we launched it by including a limited number of students within the MSc, sharing some of the courses, but now they are standing by themselves. So in fact, the marketing digital media and digital strategy, as well as product management, have been working independently since 2018. So it's already 3 years independently, and prior since 2014 or so, along with the MSc. Okay, topics there like marketing, customer analytics, customer experience, digital marketing strategy, AI, and robotics, and in marketing. That's for marketing and digital strategy. For project management, the modules are the one on project management, sustainable project management, consulting methods, negotiation, agile and lean organization, risk management, digital business transformation. And a lot of them link with practitioners as well as professors. Okay. The one that is the other 2 that we have is the option E, the one on entrepreneurship, with that focus on social entrepreneurship. That is why we have, for example, some of the, among all the courses that you have, all the topics that are covered, some are more linked with, for example, with the growth hacking, with the on the social entrepreneurship, on the focus on social. So the idea is to launch projects that are more focuses on the social, societal entrepreneurship. Okay, this option is linked with the Jean-Baptiste Say Institute, which is one of it's a very important element of the school, and that is the basis for all the option E specializations that we have in all the campuses. Okay, it includes a trip to San Francisco in the past years, not in the last one because with the COVID, the trip was stopped, and we'll see what can be done this coming fall. Okay, and finally, the one that we're including here is the one on real estate. This real estate fall because it's together with the MSc on real estate. The fact is that it was we had 10 places along with the MSc students, but the demand that we had in April was so huge that we decided to make a spin-off, separated independently, and there will be a group of 32 students completing the specialization already this September. Okay, and this is based on the MSc that we have in real estate with Professor Jaime Luque, which has a professorship with BNP Paribas with the real estate department. So it's linked a lot with the practitioners, and the idea is to bring not only the theory on the financial models that are applied, but also on the development of real estate, on the application, on prop tech, etc. Okay. So those are specializations around the fall. Let's focus now more on the specializations of the spring. Okay. What about spring? The spring semester, we have, as we mentioned, 7 specializations, and we're launching 2 new ones. Okay, so I will cover first the 2 traditional ones, the ones that we had since 2014, which are communication and new media, which was based on the marketing and digital media. So there's a professors that collaborate in both specializations, and that allows us to have a good range of professors as well as professionals. Okay, Modules are included there are, for example, integrated marketing, communications, and advertising digital age, or social media and mobile marketing, linked with the new ways of communication, okay? Or brand management, or media planning, creativity and advertising. Those are the ones that are the topics that are covered, okay? This specialization is taught both by professors from ESCP, but also professors from some partner institutions, for example, Carlos III University, or also from practitioners. People from either Havas Media or Telefonica will be coming for example, integrated marketing, communications, and advertising the digital age to bring not only the theory, but their expertise, their day-to-day expertise, okay? For this specialization, the number of places is 60, okay? And we've been around the number 50 some in the past year, okay? And it's limited by the number of places in the room, so we cannot have any more, okay? That's one of the two specializations that we have had for a long time, communication and media, and the other one is digital project management too, okay? This one, again, is based on one MSc that we have, the one in digital project management and consulting, and it's also a specialization, has been standing since 2014, okay? You might be asking yourself, what do I need to do project management 1 to do project management 2, or are they independent or not? If I do one repeat, no, they are independent. You can do either one, the other, or both. So they are independent. There's they are not linked, okay? And the idea is to provide you with a set of tools that allow you to, all those industries in which you work in a project mode, be able to participate in project management. So courses that we'll be covering, for example, the CAPM project management, it will eventually put you in a situation to apply for the CAPM certifications, okay? Or, for example, agile project management, or big data for social sciences, analytical tools, and advanced Excel. Those will be giving you tools for project management, okay? This specialization, since it's based on the MSc and digital project management and consulting, allows us to offer, besides those 5 courses that I mentioned, additional possibility of selecting 2 electives among a pool of 3 or 4 that we have, of total leadership, managing virtual project teams. There's a live case study with Amadeus, etc., in the tourism industry. And also it allows us to offer 2 live case studies, which you can apply to one of them. One is more based on the consulting industry, another more on the automotive industry, okay? The idea is that you will be facing a challenge put on by a company, and you will be having to work on it and provide a solution to what the company wants, okay? As in the prior one, this is has a limit number of places of 60, and again, it's also been in the number 50 something in the past year, okay? Professors are both professors from ESCP, like Professor Jose Ramon Cobo, Alejandro Ruiz, etc., but also professors that are practitioners that come with the expertise from the industry, to link with either Amadeus or an automotive industry, allows us to bring someone with a real application of what you're doing, okay? So those 2 have been long time standing on the campus, on Madrid campus, and they offer for, at that time it was only M2 students, but now it's both M1 and M2. Since last year, we have added 5 new specializations, okay? Let me cover them in alphabetical order, okay? So the first one would be artificial intelligence and robotics for business, okay? When we launched this specialization, it was based on the fact that some professors in Madrid campus were working in a hub and a European project on artificial intelligence, and there was the basis for launching it, together with Professor Hector Gonzalez being an expert in the area of robotics, applied to businesses, applied to marketing, applied to different areas. So combine both things, and we were able to introduce you to not to be an expert on how to program, on work on that, but on the application, on the possibilities of using all those technologies, all those into the business area, okay? So that you can integrate them and be able to analyze the impact, see the possibilities, and apply, okay? So for that, we have some models, for example, Introduction to Artificial Intelligence and Robotics for Business as a basis for the rest of courses. Then is Agile Artificial Intelligence Projects, or Social Robotics and AI Marketplaces, Innovation and Business Ideas for AI and Robotics, or even managing all those organizations in which there is a artificial intelligence there, okay? These courses are taught either by professors, for example, Miguel Palacios or Jose González, but also from professors from partner institutions from Technical University in Madrid, and from practitioners who come from industries as Telefónica, which are making use of these technologies. Number of places here also limited because the room is the number 36 places. That would be the number limited. Okay. The next one, always in alphabetical order, is international business consulting. Okay. This one is based a little bit on the expertise that we have in the area of consulting with the digital program management and consulting MSc that we have. We launched it last year in 2020, and the idea is to train both consultants that will act internally as well as external consultants in industries and across industries, because it's covering different types of industries, to help them build what will be a set of skills applicable for them to work on the consulting industry. Okay, it will be based on a block of different modules: consulting methods, consulting for social impact and sustainability, and skills development, which will include in two of those modules a set of what we call live case studies. Again, as we talked about data program management, you will be facing some real cases in which you need to provide a solution to that. Okay, this was a very demanded specialization this year, such that from one group of 60, we went to two groups of 60 students, and that will be then the number of students that we could have. Okay, professors participating in this course are both from ESCP, from partner institutions, as well as practitioners who come from the consulting industry. Okay. Next one, it will be the specialization on investment banking. Okay. Investment banking is a specialization that is offered in all campuses or many campuses: London, Torino, Paris, and Madrid. And that's why it's called 92M, because 92M is Madrid. Okay. So it will have a different flavor. When you choose one of them, you cannot choose the others. Okay, be aware of that. But in Madrid, I think we have a good offer. The offer from other campuses is always good, but our offer, I think, is very good. Okay, so we launched this specialization based on the expertise that we have in finance departments, but also on the financial accounting. Financial accounting linked to analysis of the financial health of companies. Okay, and that is the objective. The idea is to provide students with tools, with the expertise on analyzing financial situations and being able to take the investment decisions, strategic decisions, and also not only take it, but also advise on them. Okay, so areas like investment banking, of course, advising on M&A, advising on private equity, or even for consulting services or for share analysis of securities, that is an area where it can be applied. Okay. The specialization is structured with a core of 3 courses of 30 hours, which are financial theory and corporate policy, like a corporate finance 2, financial analysis and valuation, that's a financial analysis of companies, and then mergers and acquisitions, okay, in which you will be carrying out the analysis of some companies to evaluate potential mergers and acquisitions, okay. That would be the basis, those 90 hours. Additionally, you will need to select 2 courses of 15 hours to complete the other 30 hours of the specialization. And among the offer that we have there is 1 course on private equity, 1 course on private finance, one on financial markets and European institutions, as well as one newly launched one, which was added lately, which was the one on sustainable finance, which is an area of big development currently in the industry. Okay. And this specialization was highly demanded last year. Again, we went from one initial group of 60 to 70 into 2 groups of 60 to 70, which was really demanded. Okay. And in this case, it's taught both by professors from ESCP, Jaime Luque, Carlos Casanueva, Guillermo Rodriguez, or Juana Aledo, which is the scientific director of the specialization, but also from practitioners. So for the mergers and acquisitions or for private equity, we are bringing experts from PricewaterhouseCoopers, from PwC on these areas, such that they will be not only telling you the techniques, the tools, but also bringing their expertise on what they're currently doing. Okay, and at the end, when you need to evaluate, when you need to present your evaluation for a potential merger and acquisition or for a investment or private equity decision, then they will be bringing people for those juries, people that is working in those areas, on those topics, and will be able to analyze your performance there. Okay. Also for project finance, people who's been applying project finance for financing large, big projects as a construction of a airport or one of big civil engineering activities. Okay. The next specialization that we added last year was the one on real estate. It's a continuation of the link with the MSc in real estate, although it's not, the students are not involved. It's separate from the MSc. Okay, there's a 40 places there for students, and it includes topics such as real estate finance and investments, but also we bring a professor from Lisbon to talk about cultural heritage and real estate, such that you do let's say you do a field study on the Madrid city, or then we talk about hotels, mergers and acquisitions, or real estate investment funds, etc., etc. Okay, and again, we have a live case study, which we think brings a real link with what has been done, in this case from real estate applied to retail. Okay, as we mentioned, there is some professors from ESCP or from partner institutions like from Lisbon, but also we have a lot of practitioners, people who is coming directly for the real estate industry. Again, this is really something that our objective is to really be able to be applied as soon as we come out. Okay. And the final one that we offered last year was called the Future of Work. It's linked to digital transformation, and the idea is to provide tools for those managers who will deal with teams that are both agile, virtual, are diverse, cross-cultural, and both with collaborators, internal and external, and be able to cope with all that. Okay, and apply that to different types of organizations. This is based on the expertise that Professor Alberto Martinez has on the area of human resources and with link with consulting. Okay, number of places there is 36 students, and professors are both ESCP professors, but also practitioners that come from areas in which they bring their expertise on things, for example, like creative and design thinking, or transformation and cultural leadership skills. So those are things that will be provided by external experts. Okay, those are the specializations that we have had new last year. Well, both the first two ones, communication and media and digital program management, are based on previous years. The 5 new ones on international business consulting, artificial intelligence and robotics for business, investment banking, real estate, and the future of work. And we're proposing the launch of 2 new specializations that it will depend if there is enough demand now in the June session. The first one of them is on innovation and family business. Based on the expertise that we have in the campus, we currently have in Madrid Campus expertise such that in the MBA or in the executive MBA, we have electives in the area of family business. And the idea is that family business represent more than 60% of the companies, at least in Europe, and 40% of employment in most countries. Okay, and probably linked many companies, many of you have a family business, and the idea is to how to implement the innovation into the family business to provide a continuation. Okay, and that is the objective and the reasoning behind providing and offering this specialization. Okay, we have again professors both from the campus but also external, which ones are provided there. Okay, currently we picture an amount of 32 students, which is also limited by room space, but it's for this for launch is what we're expecting. Okay, and the second one that we are launching is called Doing Business in Latin America. Even though the title is in English, this will be fully in Spanish. At least during the spring semester, the idea is to offer it fully in Spanish. Okay, we envision ourselves as the Madrid campus is within the school, within ESCP, should be the door to Latin America, should be the link both from there to Europe as from Europe to there, such that we could present this specialization. Okay, in which we through these 3 blocks that are mentioned there, we introduce on the different opportunities that the continent has from Mexico down until Brazil and Argentina. Okay, and that way we are launching, for example, it has 3 blocks, as I mentioned, one on the environment for global business, and then, for example, we have a live case study comparing Brazil with Mexico, as 2 of the largest markets. Then there is another block on topics in business opportunities, leadership, culture, negotiation skills, because negotiation skills are different there than here. So we need to adapt to that. And then another final one on the key stakeholders and markets there, okay? For you to be really aware of the difficulties and the opportunities that the region has. Additionally, there is the option, which was included by the Director of Scientific Director of Specialization wants to include it as an extra elective of a live case study, a 1 week journey on site on the Mexico region to do networking, meeting different professionals, managers, entrepreneurs, some companies there. Okay, we're launching it with a capacity of 32 students, and we hope to have enough for them. Okay. Okay, so at this moment, I think that I would like to some sort of make a poll. See, are you interested in anything? Which ones are you interested? It's just to see. Of course, you will need to choose this. This is not compromise. This is for us to know more or less how you're feeling it. Okay. So let me introduce you. You will be receiving a poll for you to answer, and please let us know. You need to select, I think, 3 of them. I don't know how many, but try to select the ones that you would be interested. That is just information for us. Okay. They're having some answers. Okay, I think we have 20. How many participants do we have? We have 31 participants, 26 answers. Taking into account that I am one of the participants, as well as Ines and our colleague Tania Fernandez. So it's quite good, quite enough. Okay, so we will I'll stop the poll now. And here we're sharing the results of international business consulting, digital program management, communication and media, and as well as the others. And the final ones, doing business in Latin America and innovation and family business. Good, good to know. Okay. So these are the information. Okay, so let me get back to the presentation, and briefly, before we go into a time for questions, I just wanted to talk about how we did it last year with COVID. Okay, because last year Madrid campus was the only campus that was open the full year. We were able to have classes on campus all time. So what we did was, first of all, we had to wear masks all time in the campus. That's for all. And also we had to have social distancing. So what we did was apply this adaptive model for blended learning, this humble approach, in which what we did was maintain classes on campuses with groups were reduced. So each group was divided into 2 subgroups, and professor will be having one group subgroup, one the other, but that allowed us to have students on campus with social distancing. Okay. What we did was maintain most of the practical issues, more the exercises, case studies, working groups on campus, and then part of the more theoretical contents, we put them into an asynchronous mode. Professors share videos based on the experience that we have in the campus with online programs, because the Madrid campus is the one that launched the online program that the school has. The MiM, it was launched in Madrid campus. And it's the first French school with an online program was ESCP, thanks to the MiM program from Madrid campus. And that the experience there allowed us to transform or take part of the more theoretical content into the asynchronous mode for students to work on them between classes. And then on the campus, we'll be working more on the practical side. Okay. And that was the approach that we followed. You can look at it in YouTube with looking for Humble ESCP. Okay. And I'm finishing. I'm just saying thank you for being with us. This is myself and my colleague Inés Ruiz del Árbol, which was doing the introduction. And I think it's now time for questions. Okay, I will be following questions from the from the chat. Questions are wrote in the chat. I will be answering them. So
yeah, we have a first question, Alberto.
yes.
Someone is asking, is the specialization in Spanish, doing business in Latin America, available for M2 students next academic year, 2022 and 2023?
Okay. I'm talking about the specializations of this year, 2021, 2022. So this will be in the spring of 2022. And the idea is to launch it and stay there. So it's the idea is to launch it in the spring semester, and also have it in the spring semester of next year. Okay. Currently in Madrid campus, we have classes in Spanish. We have in the first semester, in the fall semester, for M1 students with the core courses, and then in the spring semester we have this specialization, which is open both for M1 and M2 students. Okay. That will be my answer.
Yeah. Then we have another student asking, which are the difference between digital project management fall and spring, or are they very similar?
Okay. The difference is there are different specializations, such as you can do both of them, but because they are more or less following the digital program management specialization, they will be focusing on those topics. So in fact, there is a one course which is the one on the program management itself from Professor Cobo, which is the basis for it, which is sort of not repeated, but we have it in both because it's the basis. But in the second semester is linked towards the applying for the certification on advanced project management. Okay, so is basically is because it's combined with different courses. So since we are based on the MSc and the MSc has different courses throughout the whole year, we will be offering different courses in both semesters. But we have the main course of project management, as the project management technique. Okay. So, for example, we have sustainable project management. We have consulting methods, negotiation in one semester, and in the other one we have agile project management, or we have big data for social sciences. Because the specialization itself, it has like two different. The MSc itself, sorry, has like two different flavors in both terms. So we offer different things, but it is base.
Okay, next question. For the investment banking specialization, do we need to possess a very deep knowledge of finance and banking? And does the school help you find internships regardless of the specialization we choose?
Okay, investment banking is a very intensive specialization. I think it is a very okay, if you already have expertise and done some interest in investment banking, it will be very helpful because it will help you, give you the basis for what you should have done and how you can do it better. But if you're an M1 student, which done only the first part of the term, this will really be broadening your profile. This will be adding knowledge and content. So if you come from very far away from finance and banking, but you're interested in it, it could be either for banking, but you can also think about being in consultancy. Okay. Because in fact, the professors that will come here they come from the finance practice of the PricewaterhouseCoopers, so PwC. So it's also from consulting. But if you come with not so much knowledge on you don't have very deep knowledge, you will need to study, you will need to work on it, but you can carry it satisfactorily, and it will help you really into internships both at the end of M1 and also in M2. So it's open for both of them. Of course, if you bring experience, it will be more helpful. But if not, you know that you need to know that you need to work a lot. But it's really a good specialization in that sense. Okay. Professor Juan Aledo, who is in charge of this specialization, says that she wants the students, when those students go out in the market, when those companies, financial related internships or jobs, that companies can say that these ESCP students are good. They're good in this. So they will be demanding, but good at the specialization. Okay.
Okay, next question. I think you already answered it.
Yes, I can
Yeah,
read it.
no, for M1 students going on the second semester in Madrid.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it will be available.
The fall semester specializations are only for M2. The spring semester specializations are both for M1 and M2. Okay, so they are available for both of them. Okay.
Okay. Are there any specific requirements to attend the communication and new media specialization?
No, there are no specific requirements. Okay, it's you should be more oriented towards marketing that, but no, there's no requirement there. No. There's someone asking about if there will be detailed sessions with the professors. No, not necessarily. If you have any specific questions, you can write either to me or to Ines, and we will put you in contact with the professors in charge of the specialization.
Exactly.
They will be more than happy, and if needed, and really maybe have a video conference. But we are not we have not programmed any presentation.
Yeah, they're also asking if we could have the slides of the presentations. We are actually recording the session, and we're going to have it on YouTube by next week, probably. Alejandra will send you an email to all participants or Ines telling you that the recording is already there, if that could work for you also, guys.
Let me, because I think we still have some time.
Yes.
I may also answer some other topics linked with the Madrid campus. Okay, such for example, there will be students in, do you need to do electives or not, etc. If you are an M1 student, you will only need to do the you need to do the specializations, then you need to do one advanced management course. And in that sense, we're offering we have six options: human resources, organizational management, operations management, accounting, economics, and another one, which I will remember later, management control. Yes. And then, so you will need to do the advanced management course, as well as the 2 core courses on law and sustainability, plus languages, okay? If you are an M2 student, you do the specializations, the only requirement. And then you may have maybe you have the need for extra credits because maybe you did not complete enough credits last year and you need some credits. There will be a limited offer, but enough for all of you who need those credits for graduation, because especially students from the prior for the MiM prior to the reform, you may be missing a 30-hour course or a 15-hour course. So we will have for you a set of we have an elective on entrepreneurship of 30 hours for those who need a 30-hour course, and then we have some additional courses on 15-hour courses, so such that if you're in project management, instead of choosing 2 electives, you can choose a third one to complete those 15 hours. Or in marketing, we have one on branded content, which is it's a very good tool for you to, let's say, for telling a story where you are working on that. Okay. Do your students could apply for mobility scholarships like Erasmus Plus funded scholarships? You see, Erasmus Plus is when you move on to another institution. And when you go from Madrid to Paris or from Paris to Madrid, you are within the same institution. So there is no possibility for applying for an Erasmus Plus funded scholarship within ESCP, because the Erasmus Plus is when there is 2 institutions that exchange students and there is an agreement for that. Then there is an Erasmus Plus agreement between those institutions, and then we could apply. So for example, you're taking during the M2, you apply for a exchange program at Lewis University in Rome, you can apply for that. But if you come to Madrid within ESCP, you're not going to another institution. You are in the same institution. Okay. I think you can also apply for Erasmus Plus for internships. Okay, so check that also.
Yeah, we actually have the Erasmus Plus options for that you can apply for on different campuses. Actually, if you go into the website, you can actually click in Erasmus, and you're gonna have, like the different programs offered from our different campuses. Madrid actually just got started on the project, so we will probably be hearing more about that really soon, and we can give you more information on that.
Alexandro, the idea with Erasmus Plus is that you are in an institution, okay? And the Erasmus program, what they do is they foster exchange among institutions, okay? So you are studying, I don't know, imagine you're studying business, you're doing your bachelor in business in Spain, and then you go into a Italian institution. You go to University of Torino. And that is because there's an agreement between, you're doing it at, for example, at Carlos III University, and you go there, you exchange. And there is within institutions. It doesn't matter if you are your nationality. It doesn't matter where your citizenship is, where you are a student from, and you go to the other institution. Then there is a mobility. Okay. If you are a student of ESCP and you go to another campus, you're a student of ESCP. When you go into an exchange program into Louis University in Rome, then you'll go to another institution. Even if you are Italian, I think you need to be not national of that institution, but the idea is that it has to be among institutions, okay? It's like with that, okay?
If you have any other questions, remember to place them on the Q&A box. I think we have another one.
Yes.
We will have the internship in the same city where we attend spring semester.
It's up to you. I mean, this is an international program. Many years ago, it was a 3-year program, and you do 3 countries, and you need to do the internship in each country or in the local language. Now it's much more broader than that. It's international. You can do the internship anywhere, everywhere. You can do Madrid first semester Madrid, second semester Paris, internship in Germany, in the UK, in Indonesia, wherever. So it's not linked with that. Of course, if you're in Madrid, you will have the possibility of accessing the career services of Madrid and the internships offered by Madrid. But you will also be able to access all the internship offers that the other campuses have. So the school has a platform called Job Teaser, and companies are posting their internship offers for all the countries. So you can apply for those internships anywhere, everywhere. Madrid internships are being posted there, and the students from other campuses can apply to them. Okay, we will let's say we will not assign you internships. We will offer you tools for you to apply for internships, write your CV, cover letter, etc. Give you tools, and also give you access to a lot of internship offers, but you will be the one who apply to the ones you're more interested in. Of course, for example, you want to do an internship in Madrid, it's good that you're in Madrid. I would say also that it's good that you speak Spanish. Just as if you do an internship in Germany, it's good that you speak German. I mean, if you do an internship in France, it's good that you speak French, okay? Because at the end, if you work for PricewaterhouseCoopers has, in Spain, has Spanish clients. In France, French clients. In Germany, German clients. So it's good that you speak the language, okay? Of course, many companies work now in English, and that's very international. But for some industries and sectors, it's good if you speak the local language, okay? Nevertheless, again, you will have the support of the career services of the school, whether you are from any campus, recruited by any campus, independently, okay? It's a global school, okay? I see, let me see if I have a question.
The languages, what language courses? Okay.
So in the MiM, during the M1, you're required to do 2 courses of languages, okay? In Madrid, we offer, the first language is mandatory English, unless you're a native one. And since we assume that everyone has a B2, C1 level of English, what we do is we have more courses meant for skills like debate and negotiation or pitch presentations, etc. And then for the other second foreign language, we offer the languages of the school. That is Spanish, French, Italian, and German, okay? And then we offer them from A1 until C1, A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1. Okay, that's Madrid campus. In Paris, you may also access Chinese or Arabic, etc. But Madrid campus, those are the ones that we offer. And if you are coming to Spain and you're not Spanish, it would be a good opportunity for you to learn Spanish and work through it. And if you already know Spanish, to consolidate it, okay? I mean, if you don't speak Spanish in Madrid, you're not going to speak it when you go back home, okay? But the languages that we offer are, you can also come to Madrid and study French, don't worry. Other questions? I don't know, as Tanya mentioned, we'll be sharing this recording, and also the time for questions doesn't quite end here. You can go back to, as we mentioned, either myself or Ines. You can write us and come for questions. Do not hesitate. But for me, as more than, I mean, I think I know quite a lot about the program, and I'm happy to share with you. And I think that I have to share all the doubts, questions. I understand that it's complicated, but then it offers a lot of possibilities, opportunities, and it allows you to tailor your own program. Okay, such as you combine specializations on campuses, anywhere. Okay.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Alberto, for your time and for
No problem.
explaining
Pleasure.
everything about the Madrid Campus Specializations. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us today. And as Professor Alberto Martinez said, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. We will be happy to answer all of your questions, and if needed, to put you in contact with the professor of that specific specialization. So I hope everyone has a really nice evening. And well, please stay tuned for next events organized by the ESCP Madrid campus. We will be really happy to see you there. Thank you.
Sí, muchas gracias. Adiós. Muchas gracias.
Hasta luego.